Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and it's that time of the week. It is Sunday sketch night, and I haven't even got a picture of the sketch on my phone. Oh, never mind. But when you see my card, you'll understand what the sketch. It's got like, you've got your card, you've got stripped down the centre, nice big oval, but you don't have to choose an oval, but it seems to want one. And two love hearts just coming off the bottom, and then a strip for your sentiment. So this is my version of that sketch. I've used an embossing folder in the back, which was beautifully gifted to me the other day by the absolutely stunning Cinders Paper Crafts. She's a naughty girl, I'll just say no more. She actually had these three in beautiful Sheena Douglas embossing folders delivered to my door, and that one is called shavings, I forgot. Timeless Daisies or something like that. This one's called, what was that, the Timeless one? Oh my gosh, I should have wrote their names down. I've taken the packages downstairs now. I know this one's called Tangled Roses, so I should do that on all these really. Tangled Roses, that one is, and it's just beautiful. Look at that, absolutely stunning. Look at the barbed wire, beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. So that one's called Tangled Roses. I know one of them is called something Daisy, Time Daisies, something Daisies anyway, and I think it's that one, obviously. I know it's Tangled Roses, something with daisies, that one's called, and I can't remember that one, but I'll go down and get them and I'll write them on the embossing folders. And I've used this one, the one with the daisies, absolutely stunning. Thank you for these, my darling, you're a little angel. She's so kind and so generous and so naughty, and I smack her bum I am when I see her. But yes, I've used those, absolutely stunning. They are 7x5s, and I don't do 7x5 very often, but look, it's captured what I wanted. Look, see the clockwork there in the distance? So with that, I chose the stamp set, very vintage. You know, it come across with that. I suppose I could use the Tangled Roses with this as well. But I thought, how beautiful, just to add it to the back. Then there's that strip of paper. It could be as thin as you want it or as wide as you want. And then the oval, the love hearts, and a sentiment strip. That's what the sketch was all about. I added these beautiful pink pearls and a couple of rhinestones, so it's still an odd number. And then inside, I framed the inside, put a couple of those bees. These are from this set. This is that gorgeous flurry of flowers, and that beautiful little, I don't know if it's a bee or a fly. It looks like a fly, but I'm going to call it a bee, but it's a little pink one now. And I've only used the colours Flirty Flamingo. I love it. Now, I was going through, before I even started to do my card, was my scraps of papers. So I've got everything I need. I've cut the ovals and the hearts out. The hearts were free with my Gemini Junior. They came as a set like this. And it gives a little rim all the way round the outside of the heart. There's a tiny little rim there, can you see it? It like gives it a puffed up effect, so I've put dimensionals behind there. And there's the other one. So I've cut my hearts out. This was a freebie with my Gemini Junior. So as soon as I saw the love hearts, I knew I had to use those ones. So I've got all my bits, and really speaking, I was going through my paper and I've literally only got 2 full slices left, and I've got that one, which is absolutely gorgeous, and I've got that one, again, absolutely gorgeous. But then I've got these offcuts because I was doing the covered in notebooks. I've been doing covered in notebooks, which you'll see in a few days' time. So I've only got these little bits left, and I I'll show you what else I've got left as well. So I keep all these big bits. They will stay in here with these. And I've also got all these tiny little pieces. You know, the thin, thick, medium, really thick. And I'm not throwing none of this away. You know, they're good sizes. I can chop them down. And what I might do at the end, just as a bonus, as well as today's sketch, I might just do another herringbone card for a lady this time, and then use different shapes. So I might be doing a bonus card at the end of this one. For that, I'll just use cheap cardstock. But first of all, I'm going to show you how I did this one. Very quick and simple. There's that beautiful piece of Flirting Flamingo, 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. This is 2 by 5 5/8. I mean, you don't have to run it through an embossing folder. You could just literally add it to your card. This is the number 8 scallop circle, and this is the number 7 circle ovals even. Just if I use the same size as this, I literally would only get that much showing. So I wanted this to show just that little bit more. A bit more substantial border. This and this is 1 inch by, which will be cut down. This is 1 by 4, and this is 3/4 by 4. And I'm going to pennant the ends with those, and then we're going to have that as our sentiment at the bottom. And there's those 2 beautiful love hearts, absolutely gorgeous. Don't know why that's got a crease in it. Rub that out, but you can see the raised edge, especially on the little one. You got a lovely little bit of a raised edge all the way around the outside. I think they're really cute. So what I did with these, I'm just going to grab a bit of glue. That's supposed to be on there to keep it in place. So just on this half of the heart, and I'm going to balance that over there like that, because that's how they're going to layer up. And then I'm just going to grab dimensionals, ready to put them on the card later. So I've got one there, and I'll stick one there as well. So that is ready to layer up on my card as well. Everything else is going to be just glued down flat. This is our card base. It's a 300 GSM, and it's 8 1/4 by 5 7/8, and we're just folding it and burnish it in half. And I like to do it both ways. Just gives my card a little bit more closure than pop it open. So let's get some ink out. I've got my oval here, and you've got a rough side and you've also got a smooth, so I'm going to turn it to the smooth. And the reason I'm stamping this on here, if I go over, instead of grabbing a piece of scrap, I can basically, I'm going to be covering this front of the card anyway, so just try and get all that on my oval, on a beautiful image. And look, that is the only 2 little spots I've gone over. So I'm going to be covering that anyway. Perfect solution. So there's my oval ready. I've got my happy birthday. You could put any sentiment you want. So I'm going to keep this roughly in the middle-ish, because we are going to pennant the ends. Beautifully done. And now I can just go around this outside of my card with this beautiful flourish. Sorry if you see my head. Just dresses the cards inside and makes it look really pretty. Absolutely beautiful. And this last side here, just gorgeous. I'm a little bumblebee. I'm just going to pop one in the corner there and one down here. So there's our stamping all done. So that can go to one side now. Let's get that another burnish down. I'm just going to take my cleaning cloth and remove the ink from my stamps. They clean up beautifully, absolutely beautifully. I love the red rubber ones. But with that background, I thought what a fabulous stamp set to use is the very vintage, beautiful. So again, I'm just going to take my embossing folder, and it is a 3D embossing folder. I'm just going to pop that in. And I'll be back in 2 seconds. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at the detail in that embossing folder. Sorry, it's the light in here. The sun is glaring like mad. Look how beautiful that is. We're going to add that onto there. But first of all, we're going to get all our other pieces attached. And I'm going to use my art glitter glue. And I'm going to always fetch it and show you. Art glitter glue dries clear, and it's the 8-ounce bottle. And you could have this way if you want to swap it up a bit. I think it's a bit too in your face, that colour. I love it, but for this card I want to keep it subtle. My card is 4 1/8. This is 3 7/8. So what I did is, because it's virtually 4, I just laid it down in between and then went between 1 and 3. Which gives me 4 squares up to 4 squares up on there. Just give that a rub down. I'm going to turn it over and give it a little rub. There's a slight overhang, which I don't mind because your embossing folder changes the shape of your cardstock. Just trim that off from the back. There's that beautiful piece. Let's get this attached now. We have done that. You want to make sure you get it all the way to the edges. Not that close, but close. And then we're going to attach that to our card. And we're not even going to see those bits now. So I did have scrap paper next to me, but I just wanted to show you could use what you were using without rummaging around. So I'm just going to give that another rub. I don't want to press too hard I certainly don't want to rub away at that beautiful embossing folder. Isn't that gorgeous? So I've got my triple banner punch, and it's this end I want to pennant. So I'm going to push that in all the way and just chop, because that is going to go this way. And it's the same with this one. This end I want to chop. So with this one I'm going to put it in and try my best to keep it as level as possible. Perfect. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue those two right close there together. And then we can chop off the excess. So I want to keep it right up to the edge. And keep it nice and straight. Perfect. Again, you want to cut from, well, you can't cut from behind on this one because you don't know where the bottom piece is. But I'm just cutting it right off the back there. And then this is going to get glued right down there along the edge. Perfect. And because that's dark there against there, it looks like it's missing, but it's not. It's still there, trust me. Happy birthday is going down here in this corner. Looks pretty good to me. Nice and straight. Beautiful. I'm going to attach my oval now to my scalloped oval. Very pretty pattern. I love this. It's a hostess set as well, which is still available in the current catalogue until June. And again, that's going to get stuck down as well. Just a beautiful, quick, beautiful card. Absolutely stunning. Gorgeous. Remove the back ends off our dimensionals now. I love the sketches we do every week. It gives you something. People say they lose their mojo or oh, they don't know what to do. It's there for you. The sketch is there. You just make it your own by adding your own design of this paper. You can add your oh, what's it called? Embossing folders, whatever you've got, just have fun and enjoy it. So, a couple more, just a few of the gems, one each on the hearts, and then 3 of these gorgeous pearls. I'm just putting one up here, one next to the happy birthday, and then another one over here. They are just fabulous. So there is that card repeated. You can see it, but there is a point on there. It does look chopped off. The inside's been stamped. Absolutely beautiful. So 2 gorgeous cards. Right, let's have a look at these pieces. See what we can do with these now. This just absolutely beautiful. And you've got wider strips, thinner strips. I will chop these down to make smaller bits if I need to. But you've got a nice wider one there. You can add anything you want. Gorgeous piece there. I mean, these are maybe a little bit too wide, so we could always chop them down. But there's definitely some thinner pieces here. This one needs chopping off. Your trimmer is your best friend. So if I make these like 3/4 each piece. I'm going to start off with the small pieces. I'm not going to waste. They've just basically just been cut in half because these are 1.5, so 3/4 is perfect. Beautiful arrows. This is beautiful. Got quite a lot of this one. I mean, you could just pick 2 patterns and have them opposites. You know, you could do them like this. Look at the arrows. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So again, 3/4. Oh, yeah, 3/4. And you've got both sides of the papers. I love that. I've got plenty of those. And let's just... two at a time. You've got some skinny ones now. There's plenty there. Oops. Right, let's choose. I'm going to omit this piece for a minute, and we're going to use some of these. A nice long piece and a thin piece. I can do that, so I eyeball it so it's in the centre. And that was pretty good eyeballing it, wasn't it? Perfectly fit. Let's get a couple of these as well. They measure 1.5 as well. Ooh, beautiful. So 3/4 each of them. We've got plenty of that one. Let's cut these in half. Couple more pieces that you could, out of these, just these few strips down here, I'm going to get at least 4 or 5 cards, easy. So I'll have those 2 pieces as well. And we're going to cut some smaller strips now for these. You know, for the small pieces around the outside. Nothing goes to waste with me. So even these strips, I could cut them all down to 3/4 and they will be used just to make one card with 2 tones. So this now is 3/4 and a little bit, just in case you need a little bit. And the same with this one. So these strips, I'm going to cut them down and keep them separate because these are going on one card by their own self. Just to give it just 2 patterns on this one. So they're going to get chopped down. That one's okay. I think that long one's okay. They're okay. And this last piece will be fine. Maybe just give that one a little go. perfect. It's that tiny little piece. You never know, you might need that actually for a tiny little square, little corner piece. So we've got all these little bits to play with. I'm going to choose 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to keep those outside. So for the longer size ones, we want 4 of those. We want 4 that size. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 4 that way, 4 that way. Let's find those arrows. There we go. So it's 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 that way, 4 that way, 4 that way, and let's find those arrows. There we go, there's another couple of arrows. So we've got, I'll keep those with them because I don't want them on this card. We've got love hearts there. And we've got love hearts there. Oh, look at that, and that's the only piece we've got in that pattern. So I'm just going to grab, I'm going to use some scraps out of my bin. Let's see if this is big enough. Yes, perfect. So this is going to get chopped down to 5 5/8 by 3 7/8. Perfect. Oh, right there. Do I have a craft sheet? I've got some of the adhesive backings here. Let's see if we can get away with some of these offcuts. Maybe a strip down there. Perfect. Perfect. So what is that? That is 2 1/4. So 3/4 and 5/8. I need to take that one down to there roughly. Cut that down to there, and then I've got it, it'll fit on my card then perfectly without having to cut a full sheet. So if I take that right over the edge, keep that straight. Perfect. Now those 2 pieces now will cover my card. It's mad, all these little offcuts, what you can do for... I'll get that off after, just a bit of a sticky strip. So keeping those to one side to make a card later. And those. There's our sketch. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 patterns there, but we could also turn those that way. So I have 3 of those and 3 of those. So peel back your sticky. And I'm just going to add this to my card. Oh, it's gone a little bit off. Perfect along the bottom, but misshaped up. It's not going to worry about those tiny little bits there. They will come off. So keep hold of that little strip this time. Run that all the way along. Oh, it's perfect fit that time. Beautiful. I've got it stuck to my fingers. I'll just give that a rub. Get rid of those pieces. And then we can just peel off the back ends. And then all our sticky is on there. And on there. Perfect. And now we can just start adding pieces. So I'm going to go with these love arts, and I'm going corner to corner on this one. If you cover the corners as your bases, you will not go wrong. Trust me. So we've got this pattern this way as well. So I'm going to take this one. Oh well, it's too late now. I need to cover that corner. So I don't want the same piece twice. So just push them in, get them up pin tight close. Start adding your pieces of paper. None of this is going to go to waste. It's just all beautiful. So we're going to take this pattern and then even now you can grab your scissors and start chopping. These pieces off. And you can start using those bits as well. Watch now, it's going to turn out absolutely gorgeous. So you're getting a little bonus video as well as the sketch. So I'm keeping those, because see this piece here now we've got here? Where's that? This is going to slide in there beautifully and cover those two pieces. You've got it covered beautifully. So with these sort of cards, your scissors are your best friends. So obviously now that's not got no edges. Anything with a straight edge, you keep for smaller pieces. Keep a couple of these shaped ones as well. I'll definitely keep this one. So we've done that section. We're going to fit there. Yes, believe it or not, that's going to fit there beautifully. Just push it all the way up. That's not quite long enough. But this one is. Oh no, it's not quite. So let's start off now with another piece. Pick that pattern. And we're going to have, will that go that way now? No, not quite. But this one will. Beautiful. See, now we've got that little tiny piece there. We've already got our corner. and in it goes. Give these a rub, just make sure they're all down. Perfect, that's not got no shape to it now. So let's go with another piece now. We're going to set this side off. So let's find that beautiful one there with this gorgeous flower on. And we're going to pop this so it fits over that corner as well. Beautiful. So taking this section, each one is a section, so you want to be using up what you've got. To make them. Just beautiful. Trying to think what we got. Let's use that bit. Oh, it's not quite wide enough, look. Is that wide enough? Oh, same pattern. Yeah, perfect. That one is wide enough and it's covered that whole area now. So all that section's done again. Again, just switch it round and trim off any excess. You could wait to the end and use your trimmer and get it all perfect and bang on, but save those little bits. Loving this one. I want some of these gorgeous little arrows. And I push that. I know you've seen me do these before, but it's just a little bonus video. Let's get some of this dark red on this side. Beautiful. Gotta have a little bit of pink down here. Perfect. And we're gonna have this colour. Let's chop that straight. Let's use that bit in there. Again, another section done. How quick do these cards come together? In fact, it's done. Oh my word. But look, how many pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we had about 20 pieces. So 10 pieces, they are going to make you a card. Most people would look at them and throw them in the bin. Don't throw them away. Look what it's making. I mean, these pieces even, I'm not going to throw those because they'll go towards making a card. Anything with a straight edge will, you know. These pieces will fill in your gaps. You know, just don't throw them away. They're definitely going to go to another card. And if you want to give this a beautiful rim, let's take, they're going to make another card. I'll get 2 cards out of that one. I'll probably get those incorporated in there as well. I'll probably get another 2 cards out of there. So those few scraps are going to make me 5 cards. And they would make a perfect gift for somebody. So now I'm going to take this down to 5 3/4. Because I want to do it to all 4 sides. So I spin it round and then take it down to 5 5/8. So we can frame this card now. And this one, let's see if I can get that paper off there. That's it. This is 3 7/8. We want to take it down to 3 5/8. So if I take that down to 3 3/4, trim, and then spin that around and take it down to 3 5/8. And take those off. I can then fetch in a piece of this gorgeous flirty flamingo and frame that, because this is wide, so I'm going to take this down to 5 5/8. So that was taken down to 5 3/8, 3 5/8, and then this one needs to be 3 7/8, and another one just to get it ready for the next card. Now this frames on here absolutely beautifully. Look at that. Gorgeous sentiment, a few gems. How many cards am I going to make? So that was just a little bonus round to show you don't need many things or many scraps to make beautiful cards. So like I was saying, that lot there is all one colour. I will get minimum, how many pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I get a card out of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I get a card out of that. So there's 2 cards, and I get another 2 cards from there. Absolutely marvellous. Faces at the ready. Let me just take this down for you. I could even take my very vintage, what I just used, and put something from there, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to use something else later to dress this card. I'm just going to turn it into a card front at the minute. I'm not attaching it to a card base. Just wanted to show you how many cards you can make from all those tiny little strips. I mean, you make card fronts like this any day of the week, add them to a card base when you realise who you're going to send it to, if it suits that person, because you normally send people cards because you know it's going to suit that person, because you make floral cards for people who love floral cards, and you make like things like this because you know someone doesn't mind having geometrical shapes because they think it's trendy. So just make card fronts. This is a card front. If you were going to on stage and you wanted to put, you do obviously put a sentiment on, and you give it to someone, they can then take that home, live with your design, take a photo, or they can attach it to a card, add a sentiment, and away to go. They're classed as card front. So I'm going to do a load of these after this video. I'm going to finish off those strips and I come back then, and I'll probably show in another video all of them with different sentiments on, different embellishments on there, maybe some cutouts, some leaves, some flowers. You know, it's endless. So I'm going to make a load of these now, but I just wanted to show you a little bonus what to do with these strips of scrap paper, plus my sketch this week. So you've had a bit of a long tutorial for this one. I hope you enjoy it anyway. I adore it. So take care. I'd love a thumbs up, share, and press the subscribe button. And if you want to see what I make tomorrow, don't forget the little bell. That way you'll have a notification and you'll never miss another video. So thanks for watching. Bye.